I'd like to talk about the tragedy that happened at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Not meaning to sound detached or even heartless, but the sudden permanence of physical death is something that we all have to, sooner or later, accept. All our prayers may comfort the people of Robb's Elementary, but it will not change the outcome. The mutilation of our children's minds and bodies in elementary schools today. They are brainwashed with critical race theory and gender confusion, weaponizing them against God and family. Now, either way, they are dying, and it must be stopped. I believe that even if the Republicans take back the House and the Senate, President Joe and Jill Biden have put this country on a course for record homicide and suicides. Because of his policies and her involvement with teachers' unions pushing critical race theory and gender confusion to our young children. I'm Flat Black of Flat Black OD, and this is Flat Black Sunday Morning Drawing a Line in the Sand. Melania Trump was born in Novo Mesto, Slovenia. I didn't know that. I was talking to a friend of mine at the gym that I've known for a while, and the conversation went to politics. I told him that I was a conservative Republican, and he told me that he leaned toward the liberal side of the Democrats. And then he told me about Melania Trump being born in Slovenia. He also told me about a town, which I think is the capital of Slovenia, called Ljubljana. And I hope I'm saying it right. Ljubljana. At the center of this town, there's an intersection with 4 churches on each corner of different denominations. And he told me that the churches get out at the same time, and all these different people have to use that same intersection to go about their business. Long story short, they all get along. My friend is a Mexican-American marine biologist, and he's been all over the world, from great cities to small villages. So I asked him, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? And he told me right here in Southern California. Another friend of mine lives in Arizona. We went there and visited him last week. He is a white guy, Caucasian as heck. He took us into his home, and he treated us like royalty. He took us to the Grand Canyon and a town called Oatman, Arizona, where the Democrats run the show. It's Trump country, but the Democrats run the show. And I say that because there are wild donkeys. Those donkeys hold up traffic. They go into markets. They will snatch your bag right out of your hand. Interesting. Now, me and this white guy, we've been friends for probably over 30 years. And I'm just asking, why? Why in a country where millions of people, different race, creeds, and colors, where we love each other, a small percentage is pushing this narrative of hatred? Which brings me to former President Obama, who shared a message on Twitter Wednesday, May 25th, 2022, in the wake of the massacre at Robb Elementary School that killed 19 children and 2 fourth-grade teachers. And I'm quoting, "As we grieve the children of Uvalde today, we should take time to recognize that 2 years have passed since the murder of George Floyd under the knee of a police officer." Now, he might as well have said, under the knee of a white police officer. His killing stays with us all to this day, especially those who loved him. End of quote. George Floyd was scum. And I'm going to say that loud and proud. He was scum. Okay? And former President Obama has lost his mind. He's pushing that hate narrative. Okay, and the reason he's doing that is he wants to try anything or say anything to keep the Republicans from taking over the House and the Senate, because if they do, his black butt is going to jail. So, I'm going to sing a song. Yes, a song. Look at me, 10 o'clock news. I can feel my blood running down my legs, filling up my shoes. Deadly force, you want to take my life? I'm just trying to get home to see my children and my wife. Now I'm face down, lying in the street. I can feel my final heartbeats pound against the concrete. Dress guy case, 3/5. Ain't talking about no Hennessy. Open the bag and grab a dog biscuit. Yeah, it's tragic, problematic. If you ride, better go home and grab your automatics, cause Lady Justice, she's a murderous bee. That might be the only way to make her a C. Cock the hammer, pull the trigger, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga. Shots are ringing, bringing freedom. Yeah, we dying. Shots are ringing, bringing freedom. The Liberty Bell's got a crack in it. What? Lady Justice? That bee's blindfolded, and she ain't never seen the way the scales be tipping. All the killing, straight killing.
Right hand over hearts, heads, how we pledge allegiance. So say, can you see them black bodies swinging? A black man breathing is a crime to the system. Your word against the cops, so no justice for the victim. Self-defense, so his actions are justified. One side, dead man can't testify. Spreading the lie that they represent the people. Crooked politicians vote for the lesser of two evils. Them bodies dropping on the regular. Bullets hit the ground, Martin down. But there was no whip on in these hunts now. Won't stop until they bleed. Every nigga dry, bleed every nigga dry. Bring them low, hang them high. Afraid to die, step down the barrel of a gun. Hear the cry of a mother who just lost her son. The foot is on our necks, I find it hard to stand tall. Won't stop until our blood's part of the asphalt.
Cock the hammer, pull the trigger, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga. Shots are ringing, bringing freedom. Yeah, we dying. Shots are ringing, bringing freedom. The Liberty Bell's got a crack in it. What? Lady Justice? That bee's blindfolded, and she ain't never seen the way the scales be tipping. All the killing, straight killing. Cock the hammer, pull the trigger, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga, shoot a nigga. Shots are ringing, bringing freedom. Yeah, we dying. Shots are ringing, bringing freedom. The Liberty Bell's got a crack in it. What? Lady Justice? That bee's blindfolded, and she ain't never seen the way the scales be tipping. All the killing, straight killing. Lady Justice, the concept came to me about 7 or probably 5 years ago, and I had some beautiful people who collaborated on it with me. But it was basically some innocent, truly innocent black people, unarmed, were being killed by police. And it's not that the police, or I should say, evil men do evil things, but we have a system. When that system acquits bad people, then is it racism within the system? And that's where you have to start thinking about it. So, Lady Justice has to do right by everybody. Is it racism? At least 113 black-on-black recorded homicides since the beginning of 2022 and rising in Baltimore. Chicago's black-related recorded homicides since the start of 2022 is 186 and rising. Not by the white man. And the list goes on and on. Black-on-black homicides in mostly Democrat-run cities. And I bring this up because of a young man, a young racist white man, committing a mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. I'm glad he's not dead, because it'll be interesting if possible, to see what drove him to that point. I know he wrote a detailed manifesto, but let's see what the professionals have to say. Not that it'll matter. Of course, every left-wing, woke, liberal Democrat will use this as a talking point to distract from their failed policies and high rates of death in Democrat-run cities. Not to take it lightly, but that white racist coward could have murdered everyone in that store. And then we could match that with all the unarmed police shootings since the beginning of 2022. And we wouldn't come close to the number of black-on-black murders in the United States of America. Is it racism? Is it racism? Not white supremacy, but black stupidity.
John 15:13, NIV. There is no greater love than this, that a person would lay down their life for the sake of their friends. In line with Memorial Day being for armed forces, Flat Black and Company would like to also reach out to police officers and all first responders who lay down their lives every single day for people they don't even know.